Where many of us have been deceived into thinking this new age of masks is about protecting us from a virus, the reality is they are ultimately about control. When you walk into a store and can still smell the produce near the entrance, it becomes obvious that their effectiveness is a ruse designed for multiple reasons. It allows those in power to separate those who are more likely to fall in line from those that are more likely to rebel. It is a way to indoctrinate us into conforming as a predecessor to something much more nefarious.
A more perfect stage could not be asked for.
When you cannot even enter a store without a mask to feed your family, what happens when you can no longer enter a store without an implanted chip? While masks strip the identities of many, they simultaneously conceal the identities of others.
Who are you?
Who is but the form following the function of what, and what I am is a man in a mask.
Well, I can see that.
Of course you can. I'm not questioning your powers of observation. I'm merely remarking upon the paradox of asking a masked man who he is.
Oh, right.
Many patriots take their stand against the incarceration of our identities, often becoming incarcerated by tyrannical rule. At the same time, without consequence, others run rampant, burning down cities in the name of freeing themselves from slavery, while oblivious to the fact that they have enslaved themselves. Masks were never meant to contain a virus. They were meant to contain a society. The truth is these mandates have created more problems than they have solved. They have created division between those who complied and those who don't. They have created illnesses more serious than the virus itself. And they have removed the simple human interactions, like a polite smile to a stranger. The most dangerous aspect of this virus is the fear manifested from it, and masks are merely a reinforcement.
It's time to have a look at your face. Take off your mask.
A constant reminder that we should still be living in fear, because the easiest way to control the masses is through despair. But what we truly should fear is what lies behind the distraction the masks were meant to conceal. No different than the major social changes that took place in Iran in the 70s, tyrannical rule always begins with small regulations, which become stepping stones to their ultimate goal of complete domination.
Why won't you die?
Beneath this mask, there is more than flesh. Beneath this mask, there is an idea, Mr. Creedy. And ideas are bulletproof.
This was never about a virus. It was always about the election. However, in the days after the election, when this pandemic quickly disappears, the upheaval manifested during this time will only intensify.
Tell me, do you know what day it is, Evie?
November the 4th.
Not anymore. Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder, treason, and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot.
When this time comes, we need to be aware, we need to be brave, we need to be prepared, but most importantly, we need to stand up for what we believe in. If we don't, we will lose everything that has made this country great. Freedom has always come with sacrifice, and true patriots will always recognize that the need of the many will always outweigh the sacrifice of the few.
We have guns.
Now, what do you have are bullets, and the hope that when your guns are empty, I'm no longer standing, because if I am, you'll all be dead before you've reloaded.
Ronald Reagan once stated that freedom is only one generation away from extinction. We did not pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same.
Because this world, the world that I'm a part of and that I helped shape, will end tonight. And tomorrow a different world will begin that different people will shape. And this choice belongs to them.
So while the mandates and lockdowns were put in place in the guise of a resolution, in the end, it is our responsibility to compose a revolution.
Revolution without dancing is a revolution not worth having. Listen carefully, can you hear it?